AIDS chi changina I natnara hai pe hiya hidele I ki prevent thei ma hai natna ki pata AIDS pen kha alam sawi in masadinga. A stands for acquired, I it stands for immuno, D it stands for deficiency, and S stands for syndrome. Hey pen kha words de khat khati le masadinga AID si changin in alam sawa hiya de acquired immunodeficiency syndrome hiya acquired in bangena cha de acquired in again hiya le hiya na pen kha congenital hiloma hiya na pen kha it is not a congenital disease. Congenital disease ichi changina kay na pen kha ipian it is not there at the time of birth ipian pi iloma it is acquired during the lifetime of a person's ko yaki pat ihin hwa idam sunga ko yaki patya ma ivalak kha waizaka yai na pen kha it is acquired tomo inchen immuno ichi changina it is talking about our immune system gena hiya immune system ma Hai pendenja tamsa devin kon explaining first we'll go to deficiency ichi changina atom lam gen na hiya that means immunodeficiency ichi changina our the immune system is decreasing immune system pen kha low it is weakened chi na lam dan de hiya mai bana syndrome ichi changina symptoms chi na hiya le AIDS pen kha it is not a single symptoms it is many symptoms or it is a group of symptoms tampi khoma hi zaka this is known as syndrome ichi changina many symptoms or a group of symptoms. AIDS pen kha acquired immunodeficiency syndrome hiya acquired in bangage na chia le hai na pen kha congenital hilo ipian pi hilo ma idam sung a ko yakipan koi lakhya ma iwa acquire kha iwa lakha hi zaka acquired kichi immuno ichi changina this hai na pen kha it is dealing with our immune system deficiency ichi changina to more lowered or weakened that means our immune system is weakened or low or decreased. Syndrome ichi changina hai na pen kha it comprises of groups of symptoms or many symptoms na acquire pen kha congenital disease pian pi hi lo ka chi pen kha let's say the mother is infected with AIDS. A mother pen if she is infected with AIDS, then the child a child pen will be infected with AIDS. Sile hai na pang pen kha anua ki pata alak so na izakina this cannot come under congenital disease anua ki pata alak mo through the placenta waizaka it is still acquired. Ya immuno pen kha ya kon geldinga immune system then I discuss here immune system in kha it comprises of many organs, it comprises of lymphoid tissues, it consists of lymphocytes, it consists of antibodies here immune system pen in kha lymphocytes le omema hai lymphocytes pen in kha it has two lymphocytes T lymphocytes to B lymphocytes pen in kha antibody produce ma it produce antibodies whereas T lymphocytes in kha antibody produce lo hille T lymphocytes pen in kha bang hi ai jale T lymphocytes will help B lymphocytes in producing antibody so why zaka T lymphocytes pen in kha B lymphocytes pen antibody produce na dia hu zaka this is also known as helper T lymphocytes ma helper T lymphocytes lege chide yai helper T lymphocytes pen in directly antibody produce lo the engine hilele it will help B lymphocytes in producing antibody and this antibody will fight against any antigens which is entering our body tun bang ya AIDS dia AIDS patients dia bang GI their helper T lymphocytes their T lymphocyte yai pen kha it is destroy yai pen aki destroy ale B lymphocytes pen kha antibody produce na dia ahun tu kwa ma omnon lo ma omlo ale antibody cannot be produced if antibody aki produce he lo ale even if a small antigens entered our body like nat na hik new chik bang ipu ya AIDS patients dia bang infect ale then AIDS patient he or she can die because of the small antigens which is entering or infecting or attacking their body. To bang normal person tia person ti pinaka AIDS suffer logde chinima AIDS patient logde normal person ti pinaka their helper T lymphocytes is functioning properly functional chu helper T lymphocytes pen B lymphocytes pen help ding engine antibody producing engine antibody penina antigens new chik na hing new chik ipadi hong lutte and fight off and kill de gama hilele AIDS patient ya a helper T lymphocytes okay second ta hi zaka antibody produce helo produce helo ale na hing new chik alu dalele why and na hing new chik let's say common cold my fever my rhinovirus infect the patient is very vulnerable and can easily die. AIDS patient they usually do not die from the disease AIDS zaka sila wonjin hilili anat nadangte like pneumonia cold ti zaka sitang pilma. AIDS it is first reported in the year 1981. 1981 first case kimukhya masapian peninjin why kimukhya ka kipataha yainat na penha it is spreading all over the world and it kills more than 25 million persons. AIDS penha bangin akosai jale it is of course it is caused by a virus in a cause chichukithemo hile bang virus in kosai jale AIDS penha it is caused by a retrovirus bangchi na jale retrovirus means the virus will contain the genetic materials of the virus is the RNA. Virus can khat genetic material DNA nile omdinga RNA nile omdinga hili never born ma DNA to RNA ni hom thelo de ya AIDS caused to a virus penha they are retrovirus that means the genetic material is a RNA. A virus mean HIV kichya H stands for human, I stands for immunodeficiency, human immunodeficiency, V stands for virus. So HIV is the virus which causes the disease AIDS. Aya long form de hoi de jima HIV stands H stands for human, I stands for immunodeficiency, V stands for virus. H human because it infects human, I stands for immunodeficiency because it is dealing with our immune system. Immune system pen ahat is a lowinchin ahat lo is a weakened dom lam zaka deficiency. It is caused by a virus, so virus V no. Ajale ay na a transmission pangchida na jale. How can this disease be transmitted from one person to another person? First it can be only transferred through sexual contact with infected person. Tun bang AIDS na nabi de khatto valun form bang hidechin. If you're having acquaintance if you're having a sexual contact with infected person, then you are sharing of infected needles. Needles if the needles that you are using is infected, then you will also get the disease. It is very common among drug users. Number 4 ki kapti ichi abang common dia because number 4 ki kapti they used to share their needles. A needles so ki share janga mi khat bang ave khat bang omle kilo son khabaya ba ilang mo it is less common hilili even in hospitals banga needles instrument chi tam blades is that they how it why clean lo wale why chu ale even in hospitals drug even in hospitals we can get the disease mo a hospital they afin pur banga a careful lo wale. Then the disease can also be transmitted from infected mother to child through the placenta. A placenta tungton akipata infected mother ina a child la pass on thema. Why ban blood transfusions? Blood transfusions tun bang hian khat kha mi dam thelo like blood cancer leukemia chi te they need to be given blood ma a blood to kha khen khen na ye be wai te pen ho hoi de wa a blood ala ngawa a check lo wa le I anat na veite I sisan kong la khaleo amau le ve swak de ma so blood transfusions changa kha pil van ma ngai de this it is the way by which this disease can be transmitted from one person to another person tuna it cannot be transmitted from one person to another person by mere touch physical contact ni through ki pass on thelo saliva ale ichil tum to na le ki lo son thelo hi na ja thil ne khom chi te pen kha poilo ja ki hoi kha ki su kha chi tan de te le mo poilo it can be spread only through our body fluids body fluids tum to na ki pata ki lo son the izaka like sexual context sharing of needles chi te bana infected mother to child blood transmissions chi te it involve the exchanging of body fluids why zaka hai tum ton te ki lo son the engine by mere touching by physical contact bona ki kop chi te hi lo wale by a mere kiss chi te pena kha na kha ki lo son the lo engine hojitela allow why lo because this can be ipilwang ale ki prevent the ale vamok kai the de hi ton lo ma tun bang ha mi khatam tale hai pen kha he is infected with the disease hai pen kha he is infected with the disease let's say at the age of 15 kum som lenga a hi na hai virus pen kha asunga lu bang hi tale he is infected with this disease hilele a symptoms pen hon ki lat na di pen kha it is mi tom a different dinga hilele atang pia kha it can be a few months why bana it can be even years kum som zo lamali a symptoms te hon ki mu pande a hi zaka he pen kha kum 25 kum 23 25 26 chi la ko hi changa symptoms hon ki so pande ai zaka from the times of infections to the appearance of the symptoms there is a time lag there is a time period om di hai ki kala ai zaka he na de pen kha ki thei he pa lo ma a symptoms be on ki show pa lo on ki so pa lo I changa tuna mechanisms of replications of retrovirus ending hai retrovirus te pen kha host cells songa bang chitana ki replicate to a mechanism pen ending why maina retrovirus te pen kha ichidan de here it has a capsid which is made up of protein hai pen kha a protein coating here a capsid protein coating and inside the protein coating there is a genetic material on the engine hai genetic material pen kha it can be RNA or DNA le hi the in this case hai AIDS pen kha a genetic material kha RNA here hai bana I the di khat le DNA pen kha it will be transcribed into RNA and this process is known as transcriptions hai pen kha transcriptions akichidinga hai bana RNA pen kha it will be translated into a protein RNA pen kha it will be translate and form a protein this process is known as translations hai pen kha den changa za na again kha le zaka ko han ge ya tuna retrovirus kat ka hon ro dinga let's say this is a retrovirus which contains RNA on the engine why bana reverse transcriptase enzyme hai around ka drop in kha it is an enzyme mina hi ale reverse transcriptase ki chima why bana hai ka drop in kha RNA hi a genetic material hai retrovirus pen kha bana hi ale this retrovirus will infect a normal cell or a healthy cell hon infecting engine hon infect kit changa bang chi dia jale normal cell a whole cell khat ka hon ro dinga hai bin kha whole cell host cell. Yeah, virus penin kha retrovirus penin kha hey host cell pen ya normal cell pen kha on infecting engine bangon chi dia chale after binding to the cell, after binding to the host cell, after binding of the virus to the host cell bangon hi dia chale, this virus will inject yeah RNA pen to a reverse transcriptase pen kha ya on inject to the engine. Let's say this is the RNA and this is the reverse transcriptase a enzyme pen on inject to the engine a protein coating te pen to inject to the only the genetic material and the enzymes will be injected inside the host cell. Host cell pen in there it will contain its nucleus organelles tom the mole cell acho nasim hit saya cell laha. Let's say this is an animal cell laha central laha, it will contain the nucleus. Inside the nucleus the genetic material DNA will be present as well adang organelles like lysosomes, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum chitele omnima here control pen one typical host cell, one host cell animal host cell chidinga high pen kha here pen kha a nucleus sunga kha DNA the genetic material DNA would be present. Here virus pen a retrovirus pen in kha a viral DNA to a enzyme pen here a host cell sunga on inject loading engine hai pen hai ching hon kel dinga viral RNA is injected into the host cell. One inject load hit chang abang chidi ai chale this is the viral DNA, a viral RNA along with the enzyme reverse transcriptase. With the help of the enzyme, with the help of this enzyme reverse RT with the help of the enzyme reverse transcriptase, this RNA would be changed into a viral DNA. Here RNA pen with the help of reverse transcriptase enzymes it will be transcribed reverse transcribed into a viral DNA. Hey pen kha bangzaka hey pen here reverse transcriptase bangzaka reverse transcription ki chale. The normal process would be from DNA aki pata RNA di hinjin hey pen kha normal process transcriptions ki chigile hey pen bang chale RNA aki pata DNA ki form hi jaga. So this is a reverse transcriptase or reverse transcriptions ma hey a viral DNA home ki form pen kha it will get incorporated into the host nucleus. Hey a viral DNA pen kha it will enter the nucleus of the host cell. Yeah, on enter chama bang chidi ai chale the viral DNA would get incorporated with the host DNA. A host here a host cell pen kha here a host cell pen khale DNA na ni sai jumale engine here a DNA pen kha to here a viral DNA here on ki form pen kha on ki incorporate the engine on ki incorporate ki chama kha this DNA would be transcribed into RNA and RNA te pen kha some of the RNA will contain the viral RNA viral RNA and some of the RNA will be converted into protein by the process of translations, and the protein they will form a protein coating around the progeny virus small RNA viral RNA tema engine hai small viral RNA tepen kha it will get ruptured the host cell will get ruptured and this will be released and hey a host hey a viral RNA tepen kha virus tepen kha they will attack another cell. Hai penin kha cell dang other cell va attack ding engine hai penin le other cell tom te va attack diuma azo changa hai cell pen kha it is already destroyed tun bang hai khat penin kha a cell abana cell ava attack di pen kha helper T cell ma then I discuss ki helper T lymphocytes ichi te bang by infecting engine RNA pen kha inject lu tin the same process will take place here, and after that it will form small RNA again hai te pen small progeny viruses jidama hai te pen kha I on form non ding engine hai te pen in cell dang te ba infect non ding more than this helper T cells is already destroyed why bana hai te pen in kha after sometimes it will enter the bloodstream ahong lu te engine bang chi dia jale bloodstream cells on there like these cells they pen have a destroy back the engine helper T lymphocytes they pen ha progeny virus then a destroy jama a patient pen the patients will start suffering or will start showing symptoms like fever chi te ma a symptoms man ki modenjin fever why bana diarrhea chi te le hongom denjin why bana weight loss appetite loss chi te ma why te hongom denjin and with the invasions of the progeny virus then they will start attacking all the cells of the patients a cells ten hun attack denjin and after sometimes due to the decrease hey T cells they attack leo atop changa T cells they number pe khaham ki reduce de there will be a decrease in T lymphocytes here T lymphocytes pen kha aki decrease ale a patients bang chi dia jale the patient's immune system would be decrease in immunity or immune systems if the patient's immune system is decreased or deficit the patients will be very prone to infections. Patients is prone to infections. Even a small infections like even a small cold or fever would kill the patients. Hai pen kha bangza kai jale tena extend it sa hiya hey helper T cells te pen kha hey progeny virus ten hun destroy jama bang chi ai jale helper T cells they directly are antibodies produced against so there is another cell which is a B lymphocytes they produce antibodies and helper T cells or T lymphocytes is helping the B lymphocytes in producing antibodies and these antibodies would fight against infections or any antigens. So if all the helper T lymphocytes is destroyed then aki destroy alacho B cell then le antibodies produced helo the apan pi tu ong no changa ma so antibodies aki produce lo lecho a person pen kha immune system immunity kha low the deficit the engine they will be very prone to slight infections or small infections yai disease pen kha AIDS pen kha bangchila na a technique a diagnostic test pen kha bangai jale diagnostic test pen kha ya ko han ka mai dinga it is known as ELISA ha apoi mo dinga hai devin cham te legend ELISA pen kha it is a kind of test which can identify whether a person is suffering from this disease or not. E stands for enzyme, L stands for link, enzyme link, I stands for immuno, and S stands for sorbent, and A stands for assay. ELISA chichanina enzyme link immunosorbent assay china hey kha a diagnostic test ahia achale hey na pen kha bang to treat the chinona ya treatment jin ko han dina how do we treat this disease treatment ahia there is some drug ominjin why drug te pen kha amina ahia antiretroviral and antiretroviral pen it is a drugs which is given to AIDS patients hey drug pen in bang dia jale these drugs will neutralize or it will destroy the reverse transcriptase reverse transcriptase enzymes pen kha it will destroy no hai dam doi pen inek changa kha hai dam doi inek pen kha anak na hik pen a virus pen that hi lo engine a virus pen kha that lo engine hi le he enzyme DNA aki transform the help to enzyme reverse transcriptase bin ha destroy zel ma he destroy janga ha they cannot be transcribed into DNA which janga ha a virus pen chu silo hilile a patient pen ahin na pen kha I akum ahin kum pen kha so sound thing more prolong life hilile does not mean that the patient asuna virus te pen kha akithat a completely cure hilo hilile I anat na pen kha aki a multiply the pen kha it suppress the multiplications of the virus to prolong life.